3.
Hello, Sean Jergo. I am Shauna Holmes from CSUMB. Today is February 26th, 24th. Okay, yeah, 24th, 25th, either one, a couple days. And I want to ask you a couple questions. As we know, a couple years back, 9/11, there was a tragic incident. How did you feel about that? Like, set the scene for me. Where were you doing when it happened?
I woke up to the mild radio alarm. Usually, 6:30 in the morning when that happened. I was usually anticipating listening to music when I wake up, but I ended up listening to the radio host, and my initial thought was, well, they said it on AM instead of FM and all that stuff. Just thinking young 16-year-old juvenile kid type stuff, and a couple minutes after, he announced about the towers being, with the planes running into it and all that stuff, and my initial thought was just, is this really happening? Is this real? And then, an hour later, go to school, still kind of thinking does this really happen? Because I didn't get to watch TV. I'd just pick something up, get some food or something, and then get to school, go to my U.S. history class, and I just see just 20 students and my U.S. history teacher just in shock and just a solemn body language is just something you don't see every day out of the majority of the people that are in your class. So that happened throughout the day. There's lots of plans we did. Every class I went to was just in the same set mode. And we're just in front of the television, from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So.
I find it interesting that the first class you went to was a U.S. history class, and it's something that's taking part in history.
Yeah.
Okay, so how'd your family react to this tragic incident? Was there any family connections to the incident? Anybody out there?
The day of, we did nothing, and then with the Pennsylvania, the one that happened in Pennsylvania, my mom ended up watching a list on TV of all the people who passed away on that flight, and I just remember her not talking to us for several hours, and just her being in tears because it was a close friend of hers. So it was really hard on her, but for everybody else in her family, which is a pretty big family, we didn't have anybody close or anybody we knew that passed on from the tragedies. So.
Well, seeing your mom in a saddened state, how'd that make you feel?
It just makes me wonder what if it was a close friend of mine. I'd probably be in the same situation, just feel helpless. You always want to help your mother and all that stuff, and it's work that way.
Okay. So you mentioned, it didn't really have an impact on you, but since this was in the past, how do you live your everyday life thinking about what has happened? Do you go about thinking oh, something else might happen, just the way our things are going today? Or?
I've always lived my life by saying, just expect the unexpected. Nobody expected a tragedy where, our famous buildings have been attacked 8 years ago. It's the first time in history in, actual U.S. soil that something has been attacked, in our main land. So, it just kind of makes me think that, anything is bound to happen, and expect the unexpected.
Well, that was all the questions I have for you today. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.
Excellent. Number 4. Let's get team number 4.